She's been spending a lot of time up there lately. I wonder what he's doing.
I don't know, but I didn't hear any screams.
I'm home. Hey, Mom. Hi, honey. Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to stop off and get some milk.
Maybe you better take it back. I don't think we can afford it.
Ooh, that time of the month again?
By the time everything's paid for, there's nothing left. And I thought with the both of us working, we'd be doing a lot better.
Well, actually, I am. It's just, I got so used to paying the bills out of your paycheck, I've kind of been depositing mine down at this cute little bank at the mall. Did you see the toaster?
So how much do you have in this cute little bank?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I guess around $12,000.
What?
At any rate, these journals cover a 3-year stay with the Owens family. And I trust as a publisher, you will find my observations as insightful and amusing as I do.
Mr. Belvedere.
How did you get in here? I thought the door was locked.
Was. So, what are you doing with all these books?
Mind your own business.
Getting ready to throw them in the trash?
Go away, I'm busy.
Okay. You want to lock the door?
Throw them in the trash, indeed. These are going to make me famous.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Westford, you're the one. You've got Pittsburgh on the run. Snap that ball and make that pass. Let's get Pittsburgh in me. Good shot. Hey, Dad, what you think?
I think I ought to hide the cheese.
Lord, we're just helping Kevin with his cheers.
Yeah, I'm going out for the pep squad.
You sure you got the legs for it?
Come on, George, it won't hurt him to have a little school spirit.
I know.
Yeah, besides, doing this stuff is the only way I'll ever get to hold a cheerleader up by those little ruffled pennies.
Hey, good point.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, that was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What happened?
Mr. Belvedere let me drive home.
What?
Actually, the wagon broke down about a block from here. I let Wesley steer while I pushed the remainder of the way.
That's straight uphill, big guy. You're lucky the car didn't roll back over you.
It's okay, Dad. I had my foot on the brake the whole time.
I guess I better take that heap in tomorrow. Cough up another $200.
No, that's all right, honey. I'll pay for it.
You will.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a contributing member of the family now. There's no reason I shouldn't share our financial obligations.
Hey, thanks, Marge.
Yeah. So, you really think it's going to cost $200?
Nah, it probably costs more.
I received the manuscript, and you're quite right. It's much more impressive all typed up. Look, I have to go. I'll make all the changes and get them right back to you. Goodbye.
Who's that?
No one?
What's this?
Nothing?
Where's my snack?
Nowhere, so beat it.
What's the matter, Mr. Belvedere? You're usually not so mean to me. Well, you are, but you're usually a lot nicer about it.
I'm sorry, Wesley, but Mr. Belvedere has a great deal on his mind. Look, here's $1. Go and get yourself some gummy bears.
You know I can't eat those things. They glue my teeth together and make it so I can't even talk.
In that case, here's 10.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hi, Heather. How's Kevin doing with his pep squad tryouts?
Did that answer your question?
Didn't make the pep squad. I mean, you should have seen the other guys I was up against. Half of them were on the gym team, and the rest were in the modern dance. I looked like a total klutz out there.
What happened? Did you collapse the pyramid? Sorry.
Anyway, they offered me a job as the mascot. All I have to do is fall down a lot and run around like a jerk. I guess they figure I can handle that.
Well, I'm sure you'll be a woodchuck that Wexford can be proud of.
Thanks.
Hey, what's for dinner? Something smells great.
It's the family's favorite. Poached Norwegian salmon in a lime and ginger sauce.
No, that's not it.
Oh, then you probably mean the boil in a bag sloppy joes.
I love that stuff.
I'll try not to get your buns soggy.
I'm home.
Hey, hi. How'd you make out with the wagon?
Oh, pretty good. I got almost $300 for a trade-in.
What?
Well, the guy at the garage said that my gaskets were blown and my block was cracked, whatever that means. So I figured, hey, what the heck? I got the money. I might as well buy the family a new car. So I did.
Hey, that's great.
Oh, what'd you get us, Miss Moneybags? Another wagon?
Wait till you guys see this. Somebody left a brand new Porsche in our driveway.
You mean Mom bought a sports car?
Oh, my God.
I didn't even know Porsche made station wagons.
Mom, car is awesome.
You think so?
Oh. Yeah, wait till you see it, Dad. It's redder than a baboon's butt.
Sounds great, champ.
Come along, everybody. Dinner's ready.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess what? Mom bought a brand new car.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now we all have something to celebrate. Everyone enjoy their dinner?
It was delicious, Mr. Belvedere.
Well, I'll be back in a minute with dessert. It's a chocolate raspberry trifle. Your favorite.
Now I know he's up to something. Last time he made that for us, he wouldn't share it with anybody.
But he has been acting a little strange lately.
Yeah, I went by his room the other night. He was standing there in a derby and long underwear, thanking everybody for his Nobel Prize in Literature.
Oh, actually, I was being ridiculous. The best I could possibly hope for is a Pulitzer.
What are you talking about, big guy?
Well, I suppose you all know about the journal I've been keeping where I write down about all the quirky little things you people do.
No.
Oh. Well, anyway, I have. And I thought it might be fun to share it.
With whom?
The rest of the civilized world? What? It's being published next week. I hope you enjoy it.
Blair and Eric Blaine compete.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm still reading about the time Kevin barfed in the church collection plate.
I got nervous. I didn't have any change.
Well, any comments?
You're fired.
Oh, up to chapter 4 already?
You mean the part about George, the lovable if somewhat childish patriarch of the Owens clan, who puts ketchup on his mashed potatoes, Mr. Bubble in his bathwater, and refuses to sleep without his trusty Fred Flintstone nightlight?
Well, it's true.
Yeah, well, that doesn't give you the right to go around blabbing it to everybody. And anyway, it's Bam Bam.
Sorry.
Look, Mr. Belvedere, don't you think we should have talked about this first?
I know, it's just that, well, it all happened so quickly with the publishers and everything. I wasn't quite sure how to tell you all.
Oh, how about, hey, guys, guess what? I'm writing a book about you.
That would have worked. Look, if it's any consolation, my publishers think you're the most colorful family since the Cosbys. Or in Wesley's case, the Mansons. Anyway, they think that my American journal has all the makings of a bestseller. But I couldn't have done it without you wonderful people.
Does that mean we get a piece of the action?
No.
Well, since it's already gone this far, and since I'm sure there's nothing in there we'd want to sue you over, I guess it's okay. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, what's a priss pot?
Why, honey?
Because that's what Mr. Belvedere calls you.
I'll be upstairs.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Woody. How'd the game go?
Unbelievable. I got phone numbers from 3 different cheerleaders, and the homecoming queen sat on my lap.
Oh, Kev, I meant to score.
Oh, I don't know. I think we won. Dad, it's amazing what women will let you get away with just because you're in a funny costume. I guess it's because you look so non-threatening.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know those guys at Disneyland? The ones who dress up like the 7 dwarfs? They must really make out, huh?
Hey, have you guys seen Mom? I had a 3 o'clock appointment to sit in her Porsche.
She's not here, kitten.
Oh, come on. I took a shower and everything.
Well, you know, for something that's supposed to be the family car, she sure is hogging it.
I don't know. Maybe all this hot rod business is some new kind of hormonal problem or something. Give your mom a couple of days. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
I'm home. Guess what, honey? I just got this new car alarm. The decibel level is so piercing, it induces vomiting in 3 seconds.
Gee, I can't wait to hear it.
It's here. It's here. My book has finally hit the shelves.
Oh, yeah? An American Journal, The Suburban Years by Lynn Belvedere. A butler's eye view of the 5 silliest people in North America.
What's so silly about us?
Nothing really. It's just publisher's hype.
Who's this guy in the back?
That's me, Wesley.
No, it's not. There's not enough chins.
I don't know. Now that this thing is really a book, it doesn't seem like such a great idea.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be just some stupid paperback. I didn't think it was going to look like this. I mean, somebody might actually buy it.
Well, that's the general idea, George. Look, there's nothing to be concerned about. The worst that can possibly happen is the Owens clan becomes an overnight sensation. It'll be fun.
No, Hortense, of course I don't blame you for being upset. I promise I'll talk to him as soon as he gets home. Goodbye.
Hey, Mom.
Wesley, did you paint the Huffnagel's dog?
Not recently. Come on, Mom. That was over 2 years ago. Besides, I think I got most of it off when I shaved him.
Well, Mrs. Huffnagel just read Mr. Belvedere's book, and she's furious all over again.
Yeah, well, tell her to get in line. Ever since that stupid book came out, I haven't been able to get away with anything at school. Not even with the substitute teachers. I think the chapter on me is required reading. Hello? Yes, this is the Owens residence. No, the overripe boy-crazy teenage daughter is not home.
What's that all about?
Oh, just another creep calling me because of Mr. Belvedere's book. That's the 5th one today.
Well, if it's bugging you so much, why don't you just disconnect the phone?
Are you crazy? What if Bruce Willis buys a copy?
Can you help me with this? I think I'm falling apart at the seams. Ow, hey, what you doing?
Hello, children. I'd be glad to help with that.
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already fixed my tail. I had this cheerleader, Roxanne, all convinced I was sweet and sensitive. Then she read in your book about the time I dumped Wendy at the prom for another girl. Now she thinks I'm some sort of superficial, sex-crazed scumbucket.
Okay, then may I ask you one question?
Sure.
This Roxanne. Did she buy her own copy or borrow someone else's? Hello, everyone. Did you see my review in the paper? It's quite favorable.
That's great, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, and anyway, George, I have an autograph party at Booktown tomorrow, and I was wondering if I might take a few hours.
Oh, sure, big guy. Take the whole day. Take a week.
Take a month?
Take a hike.
No problem? Oh, no. We like being the laughing stock of Beaver Falls.
I wondered what that noise was.
Oh, sure, yuck it up. We'll see how much you like it when we write a book about you.
Yeah, maybe we'll call it What the Butler Ate.
I know a lot of people who'd be thrilled to have a book written about them.
Sinatra wasn't.
But all that you people have done is to criticize Carp and Cavell the moment the book came out. Not one of you wished me luck. or even acknowledge that I also portrayed you as a warm, loving family of...
Friskpots.
Excuse me.
Yellow Booktown. Yes, madam, we do carry it. Yes, I'll be happy to put a copy aside for you. Thank you for calling Booktown.
Is that somebody making an inquiry about my book?
No, Vanna White's. You know, that real sexy-looking gal on Wheel of Fortune. You know, the one that turns all the letters around.
Oh, right. Has she written a book about that?
Maybe she had a few vowels left over. Hello.
Is it always this quiet around here?
No, it's only when we have guys like you sitting in the window. You see, the thing is that the book companies, they always feel that these meet the author things are such a great idea. But all it does is give people the willies. I mean, they don't know whether to buy a book or give you a donation. Hey, what happened to all the cookies?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, look, I got to use the little boy's room. Keep an eye on the register, will you?
Why not? Oh, and who am I signing this for? Grangetta P. Schmendelblecker? My, what a lovely name. Oh, no, it's too soon to tell if there's going to be a sequel. Perhaps if you bought more copies for all the Schmendelbleckers at home.
Interrupting anything?
Oh, no. It's just that it's been so hectic, you know, what we're signing and selling and selling and signing. I don't know where to stop.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Who's Grangetta P. Schmendelblecker?
Looks like you're actually going to sell one, huh?
What's he talking about, Mr. Belvedere?
I have a small confession to make. My book is a bomb.
But what about that good review you showed us?
That was the Beaver Falls Recycler. The New York Times said I was an ersatz Irma Bombeck. And the Washington Post called you the most unlikely collection of rubes since the Beverly Hillbillies.
I bet Kevin's Jethro.
So, now you can go ahead and gloat if that's what you came down here for.
Actually, we came down to wish you luck.
What?
It's just we've been so wrapped up about ourselves, we forgot how much this book really meant to you.
Yeah, and you were right. Once I got past all the bad stuff Marcia underlined, we actually came out pretty good. And we appreciate that.
Thank you, George.
But now that everyone thinks your book stinks, that's okay with us, too. I mean, before we were afraid you were going to get real famous and go off to find some other family to write about. But now that you're a pathetic has-been, you're probably not going anywhere. I'm glad.
Thank you, Wesley, for putting it all in perspective.
Sure.
So what do you say, big guy? Why don't you sign one of these for us, and then we'll get the heck out of here.
Of course.
You know, if you folks could wait until tomorrow, it will probably be half price.
Let's go home.
What's a priss pot?
Mail call.
What's that? Your cake of the month come already?
My publishers have very kindly returned my journals.
Oh, yeah? That was nice of them.
They sent them postage due. So much for my writing career.
Hey, come on, Belvedere. So your first novel went down the toilet. So what? I bet Dr. Seuss's first book went down the flusher, too.
George, Dr. Seuss's first book was The Cat in the Hat.
Oh, yeah? Well, I always thought it was Horton Hears a Who.
Anyway, it's not the book so much anymore. It's just... It's the first time I've ever failed at something.
Oh, that's not true, big guy. What about that diet you went on a few months ago? That was a complete flop.
Thank you, George.
And anyway, the only mistake you really made was writing about us. Not your fault we're a boring family.
You know something? You're right. I feel better.
See you guys. I'm meeting Angela at the mall.
Hey, Kitten, you got a boyfriend in Kuala Lumpur or something?
Yeah, why?
I got a phone bill here for over $200.
Hey, that's not mine. See, it's a cellular. That must be from Mom's new car phone.
What car phone?
Owens residence. Oh, hello, Mrs. Owens. We were just talking about you.
Give me that. Marcia, where the hell are you? I want to see you at home right now, and Oh. Okay. Kitten, you want to go out in the driveway and help your mom bring in the groceries?
Problem, George?
Excuse us.
Hey, look, Marcia, we really got to sit down and talk about that car.
Oh, honey. Look, I promise. As soon as I finish breaking in the engine, I'll let you drive it.
I don't want to drive it.
Then what's the problem?
I don't want you to drive it either. I want you to take it back.
Why?
Well, when I bought the Jeep, you made me take that back.
Look, George, if it's the money,
It's not the money.
then what is it?
It's just maybe I wanted to buy it for you.
Huh?
I mean, you've been dreaming about that car as long as I've known you. I remember we'd be bumping along that old Pinto we had. You know, the one with the springs popping through the front seats? And then one of those 911s would go flying by, and your eyes would light up like a Christmas tree. I guess maybe... I hope someday I'd be able to surprise you with one. You know, maybe for our 50th wedding anniversary or something.
George, I'd be 72.
Yeah, but I hope you'd still be able to shift for yourself.
Honey, what happened?
Nothing. I was just hitting on one of the other team's cheerleaders. She didn't tell me she was dating the Susquehanna skunk. Well, at least got a piece of tail out of it.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Following Mission Impossible.
And as for the Porsche, today George finally got his first fling behind the wheel, and possibly his last. He starts traffic school tomorrow. Something about exceeding the speed of light in a hospital zone. And as for me, this will be my last entry for a while, as I'm still stinging from the rejection of the American book-buying public. I guess I misjudged the appeal of a book about home and hearth, when all the people really want is sex and violence. Maybe I'll try again when Wesley's a teenager.
I'm Forrest Sawyer. Later on Nightline, America's national pastime. A look at Monday's season opening after a winter when more news was made off the field than on it.
Monday at 9, there's love in the air and murder between the sheets. It's a deadly affair for Columbo on the Monday Mystery Movie.
Dad's dragging us to this thing. Your father and I feel we should be spending more quality time as family.
Where are you going?
Roller derby.
Oh, midget wrestling all sold out?
Now, I want to see that attic spick and span when we get back, mister. Couldn't I be grounded some other time? I want to see the roller derby, too. Well, you should have thought of that before you dressed the Huffnagel's Chihuahua in Heather's underwear. Hey, it was Spot's idea. Let's go.
Yeah, Dad doesn't want to miss the first body pileup.
Hello, Wesley.
I'm not hungry.
All the better.
Don't leave Mr. Belvedere. It's spooky up here in the attic.
Then stay away from the mirror. Oh, don't worry, your parents will be home soon.
Couldn't you help me out with some of this stuff?
Not the chance. I'm off to see the barber of Seville. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi. Figaro here. Figaro. I thought your father was supposed to fix this doorknob. Now what are we going to do?
Want another cookie? And I ran out of grenades so we can't blow our way out.
Tragedy.
Boy, you must really like that opera.
I meant being stuck here with you.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look. The suitcase you were carrying the day you first came here.
Is this the Owens residence?
Uh-huh.
And I take it you're one of them?
Uh-huh.
Is there someone here who speaks English?
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Belvedere. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Uh-huh. Pardon me, Mr.
That's Belvedere. Lynn Belvedere.
Lynn? That's a girl's name.
Wesley. A difficult birth, I take it.
What do you mean? I'm just like any other normal kid.
Oh, really? Wesley?
Hallelujah, Mr. Belvedere. I've seen the light. Yes, sir. No more TV for me. I'm going right upstairs and get myself ready for school. I just hope the voices don't start. In the tub, I was watching the big game when the TV set fell in, and it shorted out my brain to change.
What exactly is it, Wes? It looks a little grisly.
It's my history of punishment in colonial America.
I kind of wondered why that lady was on fire. Hey, what's going on with you two?
Nothing. I just picked up a pile of leaves and asked if Kevin wanted to jump in them. He raked it over a mud hole on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just a happy coincidence.
Where is he?
Hiding. Oh, you little monster. There wasn't any challenge, I think that went rather well.
Wesley, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wesley, there's a bird bath in my crumb case.
I didn't do it.
It seems that I've heard that before.
Why do you always pick on me?
Well, in your defense, I must say that dementia seems to run in the family.
Guess what? I got the job.
Morning, Kevin. Thanks, I'm getting late for school. Oh, listen, what do you think of the hearing? Too much?
I'm coming. It happens every time. We get to the mall, I turn my back for 1 second, and they disappear. Does this bag go with this dress?
Swing your lady just like Cupid. Swing her again. Don't do stupid.
You shouldn't have me to come and tell you this, but I found out today that I'm pregnant.
What?
And I decided to become a rabbi.
one?
Okay. I got something.
That was pretty great, huh, kid? Don't see many cartoons from Albania. What did you think, Dumpster Dog? That was real good, Hobo Joe. I'm going back down now and eat some more garbage. See you, Dumpster Dog. Remember, kids, you shouldn't eat garbage. But if you do, don't forget to brush.
I think you left someone out.
I beg your pardon?
You can be as weird as the rest of us.
Not likely.
Oh, no? You said so yourself.
From time to time, we buckle under the pressure of our ingrained formality and go a little bonkers. Down came the rain and washed the cider up. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. Itsy cider and got the south again.
Problem, officer? I found him over on Maple piling up a bunch of garbage cans.
I was recreating Stonehenge. Yes, well, I suppose after 5 years, the Owens madness is bound to rub off.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, look, a vintage Silco.
Dad calls it the Belvedere radio.
Why?
Because it's big and old and gives off a lot of static.
Well, anything's better than listening to the sound of your voice.
The drama continues at the downtown sports center, where a deranged roller derby fan is holding the entire arena hostage.
Hey, that's where everyone lives.
The police report that negotiations are currently at a stalemate and may be for some time.
This is awful.
Yeah. Why do I miss out on all the fun?
At Goodness Me Natural Food Market,
Just in the roller derby crisis, the crowd is still being held hostage.
I know how they feel.
I bet Dad's been waiting for his chance to jump the guy and set everyone free.
Either that or he's in line for a chili dog.
How come you and Dad are always getting on each other's case?
Well, perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
I'm home. Hey, where's my high big boy, Kip?
I haven't even been hired yet. But eventually he welcomed me with open arms.
So you want to stay or what?
However, he still had a little trouble getting used to me.
I hate you.
But I must admit, your father and I have had our moments.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Don't you ever clean down here?
I tried to run into something different. Hello, Daddy.
This is Mr. Belvedere, an authentic English butler. Do a little spin for the folks, Steve. He's got manners. He's got style. He's got a snotty attitude. He'll make your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Clean your house and solve all your personal problems. Can I have a bid?
You should mention I worked for the royal family.
Did you hear that, folks? He worked for the royal family. $3.
Mr. Belvedere?
Morning, Mrs. Ewing.
What's going on?
We spent the night together. A sort of experiment in terror. I'm slipping outside to chop some more firewood. Oh, that's a great idea. Big guy? Maybe I can give you a hand, so to speak. Well, after you. Oh, after you. Why did you say we grew rather fond of each other? You know. Hey, Belvedere. Mind if I ask you something sort of personal? Yeah? Then go ahead anyway. You think I'm a jerk? This is a trick question, isn't it? I don't think you're a jerk. In fact, I almost sort of like you a lot. Thank you, Georgie. And listen, just because I say I like you, doesn't mean you have to say you like me. All right? Hey, come on. All right, George, I like you too. How much? A bushel and a peck? Luckily, your mother arrived in time to save your father any further embarrassment. Wednesday, have I been talking to myself all this time?
Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, you want to play gin?
Certainly not. You know I swore off that game after I taught you how to play. Now, Mr. Belvedere wants that card, so he can take it and put this one down. Now, can you use that card in your hand?
I think so. Gin. Gin. Gin.
I don't know where the little prince got his ungodly facility for card playing, but it's driving me crazy.
Look, don't feel bad. He used to cream me every time at Crazy 8. The only way I'd ever win was to cheat.
Well, that just shows the difference between you and me. Gin.
Really? Boy, that's 6 hands in a row.
Yeah, but who's counting? I cheated.
Oh, I knew that.
What?
The only way anyone ever beats me at cards is by cheating. I knew you were cheating the first time you won.
And you let me do it anyway? And let me agonize over it?
Sure, I knew you'd admit it eventually. I even knew you'd probably do something nice to make up for it. I usually know everything people are going to do.
Did you know I was going to do this? Obviously, I was far too good a teacher.
Oh, yeah? What about the time you tried to teach me semaphore when you didn't know enough to flag down an ice cream truck?
Double R-I.
Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere, quit goofing off. It might be boring for you, but that's just because you know it already.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes.
Nah, Miles, that's not how you do permission to come aboard. It's not? No, Mr. Belvedere showed me. It's like this. You mean Wesley's out there learning a bunch of junk and it doesn't even mean anything?
Yes.
And when he goes for his badge, he's probably going to be humiliated in front of all of his friends?
I'm afraid so.
I love it. The teacher said it wasn't semaphore we were doing, it was more like the hula.
I apologize for that. I even went out and bought you an ice cream cone.
Which you ate right in front of me.
And it was good.
Who was torturing me?
What's the right for?
In case you give me any trouble.
What's in it?
A few herbs, some wild roots, and some earthworms for protein. Don't let it get cold, they get rubbery. Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off. It only seems fair, after the insults you heaped from me.
Maybe I'd like one.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, good, then I can leave. By Wesley, what a surprise.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, 'cause I stepped on it.
Not to mention the time you had me deported. Mrs. Owens, Wesley cheated on his history test.
Hey, I thought we had an understanding. I tell you about the bad stuff I do and you keep it to yourself.
Wesley, I am your housekeeper, not your priest.
With a cranky old geezer will do anything to stop a kid from getting a dog.
Wesley? Don't you ask me, you mangy little mongrel.
Department of Immigration? I got a big one for you. I'm such a pain in the butt. Why do you put up with me at all?
It's obvious. Because... Let me think about that.
I'd rather have you than any smelly old dog.
Wesley, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Now get back to bed, you snuffy little twerp. If you prefer, I'll refrain from calling you any more names.
No, it's okay. It's kind of fun when two people really like each other.
Right. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Okay. Good night, you big blimp.
Sleep well, you sneaky little reptile.
I told you this some other time. Probably laugh and make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
I love you too, you little viper. Ready to siesta? Promised a place on the team. The Owens family returned home safely around 3 a.m. and finally released us. They would have arrived earlier, but George wanted to stop at the IHOP for blueberry pancakes. As for my ordeal in the attic with Wesley, it amazes me that I've been here long enough to have so many memories. Some of them even pleasant. Let the good times roll.
Tomorrow at Kids on.
Augustine. Ach, du liebe Augustine, ja.
So, Carl, I take it you had a good date with that German stewardess.
How can you tell?
Well, usually you come in singing Eleanor Rigby.
Look, Ilsa is one hot lady, and she's nuts about me. We're going out again tomorrow night.
Ooh, 2 dates with the same woman? Wow, shouldn't the local news be in on this?
You've never seen me operate, but now that we're roommates, you're in for quite an education.
I'd rather have half the rent.
Take Ilsa, for example. Now, last week was date 1, the icebreaker. Tonight was date 2, the sensitive dinner.
Uh-huh. And what's date 3?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
You show her how to vacuum?
Oh, boy, I hope after all this work these cookies sell at the bake sale.
Why didn't you just ask Mr. Belvedere to make them like last year? They were gone in 10 seconds.
That's because he ate them all.
Well, how are they coming along? Not that you could ever make cookies like Mr. Belvedere.
I wouldn't be too sure.
How very amusing.
I've even got a name for them. Belvedere's Bodacious Biscuits. So, what part do you want?
Ooh, I'll take the tummy.
But then there's practically nothing left.
I'd have named some desserts after you, but they've already got Twinkies and ding-dongs.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, where have you two been?
We saw Bambi.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, no, not the movie. Bambi Bernstein and the Beaver Falls Sound Machine.
Hey, you want a nightcap?
No, I'm tired.
Hey, come on, Morris. The night is young. And I could go for some good times with a hot lady.
Well, maybe Bambi has a midnight show. Good night, George. Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
Good night, Mrs. Owens.
You know, lately I get the feeling Marsh has lost interest. If you know what I mean.
Not exactly.
Well, do I have to spell it out for you?
Well, I'm sure if you did, you'd spell it wrong.
Forget it.
George, are you trying to tell me that your romantic life has become stale?
Yeah. S-T-A-I-L.
I thought so. Well, if your love life has become boring, try some new surroundings.
Like what?
Well, how about the library? Then you can learn to spell while you're at it.
Elbows and kitchen glove. Then I have to fix Mrs. Cicchini's radiator, and then I have 2 finals to study for.
She's bringing her roommate for you.
Yeah, but I gotta change clothes.
So, what's her name? Ava. She works with Ilsa.
You mean she's a stewardess?
Yep.
All right. So where are we gonna take her?
Oh, look, Kev, this is my 3rd date with Ilsa, and you know what that means.
You finally pay?
Look, I'm taking Ilsa back to her apartment, and you can take Ava wherever you want. It's them. Ilsa!
Karl, mein Liebchen. Oh, you must be Kevin, Karl's lonely friend.
I told her all about you.
Thanks, Carl.
Ava's going to love you. You're just her type.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have a feeling she's gonna be just my type, too.
Sorry I'm late, but I had to fight some Dummkopf over a parking place. The weightlifting training really paid off.
Das ist Ava.
Oh, boy.
Hey, your cookies were a big hit.
What are you talking about?
I sold all 6 dozen at the bake sale. One lady bought 2 to keep crows out of her garden.
Well, at least it's all over.
Not quite.
Why are you baking more of those ridiculous cookies?
I'm going to market you worldwide.
What?
Belvedere's Bodacious Biscuits. By the time I finish covering the town with these, you'll be more famous than Amos.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. My, what strange cookies. But they look just like...
They're gingerbread men.
Hey, Marcia, you want to go to Makeout Point?
Are you crazy? It's freezing outside.
Well, I thought we could cuddle up under a blanket and, Never mind.
You know, George is acting awfully peculiar.
How can you tell?
I hope he's okay. Maybe he should have a brain scan.
I doubt they'd find anything. Anything wrong, I mean.
What's his problem?
You.
Me?
Yes, he thinks that you're bored with him. So I advised him to try different venues for your romantic escapades.
Oh, well, that explains the dancing in your bedroom.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, and him wanting me to play Tarzan and Jane in the basement.
What have I started?
Well, now that I know what he's up to, maybe I'll cooperate.
But
best friend. You didn't meet.
Wer ist Ilse?
Oh, a couple of stewardesses got sick. She had to work a flight to Dusseldorf.
Tough break.
For you, too. They need you on the flight.
Oh, gee, that's too bad, really. Well, I'll see you.
Well, we still have our ride to the airport all to ourselves.
Oh, no, see,
Oh, Ilsa. Those ruby lips, that golden hair. You can fly me anywhere.
Warming up for Valentine's Day?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I brought back some of Kevin's tapes. By the way, who is that lady carrying Kevin out over her shoulder?
Oh, that's Ava. At least he's making body contact.
What's wrong, Carl?
Well, why is it whenever I get my hopes up about someone, it always fizzles out?
Because you're a dweeb.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, I'm trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, right.
Look, whenever I'm down, I try to think of something really great. Like, Bruce Springsteen jumping off stage and sweeping me up in his arms and carrying me away.
At this point, that doesn't sound half bad.
Come on, let's go for a walk. Grab a slice of pizza.
I don't take charity.
I'm buying.
I like anchovies.
George, I've never been more embarrassed in all my life.
Oh, but you gotta admit it was different.
What have these twits done now? What happened?
Oh, George had this crazy idea. We were supposed to be total strangers who meet in a bar.
Good Lord, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, so we get all dressed up, and I go up to Marcia and say, "Can I buy you a drink?"
There's an original line.
So I say, sure. That'll be $200 for the slow gin fizz. Next thing I know, this plainclothes cop slaps the cuffs on me.
He should have thrown a net over both of you. I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
I'm gonna take these clothes off. Oh.
I'm sorry I got you into trouble.
Hey, it beats falling asleep to Johnny Carson.
Not believe the night I had.
Not only will I not believe it, I won't listen to it. Good night.
Hey, Kev.
Oh, hi, Heather. Hey, listen, sorry about rushing past you before, but Ava was in a hurry.
Yeah, I didn't know you went for the strong, silent type.
It was the worst date of my life.
Wow, that's really saying something.
Yeah, so where have you been?
On a date. Well, it wasn't really a date. It was more of a thing.
A thing?
Well, you know how sometimes there's somebody you never really notice, but you spend some time with them and they turn out to be okay, even sensitive, even nice?
No.
Well, that's what happened to me. And you know, maybe this could really turn into something.
Heather, that's great. So who is this guy?
Here you go, Heather. You forgot your purse.
Oh, thank you, Carl. I don't know what I'm going to major in when I go to college. English or history or business or astronomy. Something along those lines.
Hey, I'm a senior. I still haven't figured out what my major is yet. I'm thinking of becoming a guidance counselor.
This was really a nice evening, Carl.
Yeah, for me too.
Hello.
Hi, Kev.
Oh, isn't it a little late to be out?
Oh, actually, I've stayed out a lot later than this.
Not you. Come on, young lady. It's a school night.
Who are you calling a young lady?
Yeah, Kev, where do you get off telling her?
Hey, come on. Your date was over. What's the big deal?
Well, you're embarrassing me and your best friend and most of all yourself.
Hey, it's my life.
Kevin, this is ridiculous.
Look, it's my responsibility to look out for you. After all, I'm your older brother.
Since when?
Since I was born before you.
Kevin, you were gone. You were over the edge. You were in Banana Land.
Look, I know Carl. I know how he operates, and I have reasons to be concerned. Now, what did you two do tonight?
Well, if you must know the truth, we had dinner, and then we spent the rest of the night on our backs.
What?
We went ice skating, and we're both klutzes, okay?
You know, I don't like the tone you're taking with me.
Well, then how's this tone? Blow it out your ear!
Heather, I forbid you to see Carl.
Or what?
Or I'll be very, very disappointed in you.
Kevin, good night. Get some sleep and then get a life.
Heather, look, I mean it.
Look, I'll see Carl whenever I want, and there's nothing you're going to do about it.
Okay, now if you can guarantee worldwide distribution, I think I can get Don DeLuise to be our spokesperson.
Sorry, wrong number.
You just hung up on the president of Nabisco.
What kind of nonsense is this?
It's not nonsense. I almost had to deal with Keebler, but they were afraid you'd give their elves a hernia.
I'm surprised you didn't call Pillsbury.
I did. They said they already had it, though, boy.
I think this has gone quite far enough.
Hey, I'm just exploring free enterprise.
Keep it up and you'll be exploring a lawsuit.
What about my cookie empire?
That's the way the empire crumbles.
Oh, George, this is so romantic.
Yeah. Nothing like a drive-in movie where they don't speak English. And now we really don't have to pay attention.
They sure don't put enough melted butter in the popcorn.
Oh, you want some cheese sauce for my nachos?
Oh, sure, why not?
Boy, get a load of those two in the next car.
Wow, they're really going at it.
Pretty hot for a couple of old-timers.
You know, I think it's really neat when old people can still get passionate. Oh, my God! It's my mom and dad!
What? Hey, you big jerk, will you get... Hi there, kitten.
Come on, Romeo. Looks like we got busted again.
Boy, isn't it great to get away from Kevin?
Yeah, he's been covering us like a cheap suit.
I'm a little chilly.
Oh, I got a jacket in the back seat.
Okay.
Here.
Thanks. Ooh, your hands are so warm.
You know what they say, warm hands, warm heart.
I thought it was cold hands, warm heart.
Oh, right. Well, my nose is cold.
Well, that's a start.
So, any more nachos?
This.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to save you from my zipper for brains best friend.
Will you get off it?
Hey, look, don't let him fool you, Heather. He's got his plan all worked out. First, he tries to relax you. Then he tries to make you think he's all sensitive. And then...
And then what?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
He teaches me how to vacuum?
You know what I mean.
Okay, Kevin, you're right. We can't control our animal lusts, so please protect me from this sex maniac and take me home.
You bet I will. Come on.
Let's ditch him.
Hey!
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley.
Hey, you're baking cookies.
I always knew you were a smart lad.
What's going on? I figured you'd never want to see another cookie again.
Well, I got to thinking about what you said concerning free enterprise.
Yeah?
So, you have your bodacious Belvedere biscuits, and I have wacky Wesley wafers.
Hey, I don't like this.
Then you won't like the box. I wanted to display you in your natural habitat.
What's that say?
Kevin is acting insane.
Oh, I thought it said Kevin is anti-mame.
This is ridiculous. We can't even talk to each other with Kevin around.
Hey, you know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, wherever he is, he's probably listening.
I am not. Well, no snakes in there. Listen, Heather, I'll be upstairs if you need me.
I'll get us some sodas.
Better get 3. Oh, hi, Mr. Owens.
Hi, Carl. Look about the drive-in the other night.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's why people go to drive-ins. Except for me and Heather, of course. We were brushing up on our French.
Forget it. It's just Marcia and I can never seem to be alone.
I know what you mean. Hey, I know the perfect place where you could be alone.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, where are they?
Oh,
Heather and Carl, where'd they go?
they made me promise not to tell you.
All right, here's $5.
A promise is a promise.
A tin spot is a tin spot.
They went over to your place.
What?
They figured it'd be the last place you'd look.
Oh, trying to fool Kevin Owens, are they? Well, somebody is in for a big surprise.
Yeah, and it cost him $10. Mission accomplished.
Great work, Wes.
Hey, it was a snap. I mean, we are talking Kevin here.
I hope I'm not too late. I was never meant to see that.
Can't believe we've been alone for a whole hour.
Yeah, it seems more like 2 or 3. I mean, I'm having a really nice time. Sitting here, staring at the fire.
Boy, it sure is hot.
Yeah, really. Carl, do you get the feeling we don't have all that much to talk about?
Well, what do you mean? There's the fire. And the weather. And hey, how about that Gorbachev?
I mean, between you and me, now that Kevin's not pestering us, we don't have that much in common.
Gee, we should. We've known each other all our lives.
Well, you know, maybe we've just been doing this just to spite Kevin.
Could be. There's only one way to find out.
Oh, Carl,
Yeah?
that was awful.
For you too?
You know, maybe we're better off just being friends.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal.
Not bad at all. Do you want to watch some TV?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Hey, look, guys, I've had a change of heart. If you want to see each other, I can't stop you. I don't even want to. It's not worth it. So, Carl, go ahead, date my sister, please.
I don't want to date your sister.
And I don't want to date Carl. Turns out we were just doing this to annoy you.
Now you tell me.
Well, I've unfinished business with Ilsa.
So, Elsa, my fair Fraulein, may I interest you in a large cookie? It may be a bit stale.
Don't worry. I'm used to airline food.
My advice to George seems to have worked, albeit in a roundabout way. Although he and Mrs. Owens never found the perfect romantic spot, they had such fun trying that it rekindled a sense of adventure. Now they've come to appreciate the friendly confines of their own bedroom. As for the cookie wars, Wesley and I have called it truce. We've decided to dissolve our businesses. All that's left now is to dissolve the inventory.
Backpack, mine's full.
Heather, we're going camping to get away from it all, and you're taking it all with us.
Well, I need all this stuff.
All you need is a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, and a mask so you don't scare the bears.
Oh, haven't you gone yet?
You sure you don't want to come camping with us, Mr. Belvedere? You'd enjoy the peace and quiet.
That's why I'm staying here.
Hey, guys, you all set to leave? Let me guess. Your mom isn't ready.
Close. She's not even here.
What?
She's working on some adoption case.
Well, Wesley, I hope she finds you a very nice home.
Very funny.
Well, the car's all packed. I brought along my harmonica so we can sing songs around the campfire.
I'd better make room for my headphones.
Hey, Kev, I'm glad you could break away from your studies and come with us.
Hey, Dad, I love spending time with my family. Besides, they're fumigating my apartment, and if I stayed there, I'd die.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Marsh, throw that in the knapsack and let's... Is that a baby?
No, George, the dog went bald.
Marsh, what's that baby doing here?
Looks like 2 to 3 days.
Found out this afternoon that she's pregnant. And by the time they let me know that they didn't want to go through with the adoption, I already had temporary legal custody.
How temporary.
Look, it's 7 o'clock on Friday night. The adoption agency is closed, so it looks like we've got a house guest for the weekend. Isn't he adorable?
Hey, let's name him.
He already has a name. Everybody, this is Nelson.
Nice to meet you, Nelson. You look the outdoors type to me. So, step lively, everyone. You have a camping trip to go on.
Come on, Belvedere. We can't drive a baby like this all the way to the Allegheny National Forest.
Why not? You drove me to the brink of insanity.
Hey, Marsh. It's 3 o'clock.
I know, honey, but unfortunately, Nelson hasn't learned how to tell time yet.
Well, I'll walk him for a while.
Oh, that's okay. You need your sleep. You got a golf game in a couple of hours.
Who's worried about a golf game? I've got my own little personal water hazard right here.
You must have had gas.
That was me, Marsh. So, Nelson, did I ever tell you about the time Manny Sanguine was catching Kent Tekulve? Why doesn't anyone ever want to hear that story?
Sleep tight, George.
The same to you.
Oh, I will. I'm going to a motel.
Sorry, this couch is taken.
Oh, yeah? Well, now it's a duplex. Shove over. I gotta find some place to sleep where I can't hear the baby crying.
Try California.
All right. Night, sis.
Good night. Hey, Wes!
Thanks.
Get up. I had the couch first.
Sorry, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, well, if you don't get up, I'm gonna bust 9/10 of your head.
I'll still be smarter than you.
Hey, pipe down. We finally got the baby back to sleep. Jeez.
Guess it's safe to go upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna torch this crummy skateboard.
Hey, morning, everybody. What's up, Miss Belvedere? What's up?
My, you look chipper.
Well, I got all caught up in sleep last night. I found a house to share.
Why didn't you tell us?
Hey, I was lucky the dog let me in.
Wesley, you haven't eaten a thing. Where are you going?
To school. to get some sleep.
Listen, they're done fumigating my apartment. Heather, you want to ride to school?
As long as they fumigated your car, too.
Mrs. Owens, some breakfast?
Oh, no time. I have to get to the office. I have a lot of calls to make if I'm going to find a home for this precious little guy.
Good luck.
Same to you.
You're leaving him with me?
Yeah, just for a few hours. Now, if he whimpers, he's wet. If he screams, he's hungry. And if he gurgles, he wants a little kissy-wissy. Think you can remember all that?
Mrs. Owens, I'll have you know I raised 4 members of the royal family. I'm sure I can manage a little commoner like this for a few hours. My dear child, I have fed you, walked you, endured your impression of Mount St. Helens for 6 hours now. I have even given you a kissy-wissy. What can I possibly do to make you go to sleep?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Oh, is he a little wet?
How can you tell?
There, that's better. Did you miss me?
I don't know about him, but I did. Did you have any luck finding him a home?
Actually, I did find a couple that wants him.
I'll break out the champagne.
Silly man. Babies don't drink champagne, do they? They make their own bubbles.
Marsh, what are you doing? It's after midnight.
Oh, well, I had a few things on my mind, and the baby was a little fussy.
Yeah, he looks fine to me.
Well, he was having trouble sleeping.
Well, if you're jiggling me like that, I would too.
I guess I'm just worried about his future.
Hey, you'll find him a good home.
Boy, something really important must be up.
Yeah, Mom hasn't called an official family meeting since the time Wesley took out a second mortgage on the house.
Oh, good. You're all here.
Yeah, World Federation Wrestling is on, so make it fast.
Well, what would you all say if I told you that we were going to have another person living here?
Is it a prisoner exchange program?
No, I'm talking about a baby.
You're gonna have a baby?
Way to go, Dad! No, I'm not having a baby. I'm talking about adopting Nelson.
Surely you're kidding.
Come on, Marsh, you know how you get around babies.
How?
Nuts!
I can't help it. Every time I look at his little face, I see Kevin and Heather and Wesley.
And you want another one?
Look, Mom, a baby's going to take a lot of your time. What about your job?
Well, that's why Mr. Belvedere is here.
No. That is why Mr. Belvedere is leaving.
That does it for me. The kid stays.
Look, Mr. Belvedere doesn't have to do anything for the baby he doesn't want to do. I can do most of my work at home and take care of Nelson at the same time.
Well, don't I get a say in this?
Of course you do. If you want to deny me the one and only thing I have ever asked for, just say the word.
Are you all ready for breakfast? There's a good boy, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You want to hold him a sec?
Well, sure.
Catch.
You didn't fool me for a second. Hi, Dad.
Morning.
Where's Mom?
Well, she was up all night with the baby, and it's Belvedere's day off, and he was out of here right after midnight. So I made breakfast.
Oh, goody.
There you go. Homemade oatmeal, nice and hot.
Dad, how much oatmeal did you make?
A box. Go ahead, dig in.
Give me your bowl, Heather.
No, you first. You need something that'll stick to your ribs.
Come on now, guys, don't fight over your food.
Dad's right, Heather. Come on, I'll buy you a breakfast burrito.
You're on.
Hey, aren't you going to finish your oatmeal?
Hang on to it, Dad. We can use it to patch the driveway.
Thanks for letting me sleep in, George.
Hey, no sweat. So, how's the colic kid?
Oh, he's catching a nap. Keeping me on my feet all night really wore him out.
Oh, you going to take it easy today?
I can't. I have to finish writing 3 briefs, make a long-distance conference call, and help a client reorganize her estate.
Don't forget to mow the lawn. See ya.
Bye. Well, it's nap time. I sure wish I could join you. Bill McLaughlin, please. Marcia Owens returning his call. Hi, Bill. Can I put you on the squawk box? Good.
Marcia, I've been going over the contracts, and I had a couple of thoughts.
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
First of all, Fields versus Westmoreland County is an excellent precedent to cite.
Well, failing a motion to dismiss, I think we need a precedent. Oh, hello. Whose boy are you?
What?
No, Bill. No, nothing.
Where do we stand on deposition?
Well, they've been submitted to the court, including the required stipulations. Oh, did you make a pee-pee?
No, Marcia, I didn't.
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking to a baby.
Well, as I was saying, Marcia, can you hear me?
Hey, Bill, can I call you back in 15 minutes?
Sorry, I'm doing court.
How about later this afternoon?
No good. Why don't we try this tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I have to take the baby to the pediatrician. Now listen, Nelson, I have a very important client coming over. So if you could just stay asleep for an hour or two, I can make enough money to buy you a... How do you bribe a baby? Hello, Mrs. Esterhazy. Please come in.
Thank you. What a lovely place. Where are those little mints that you have at your office?
Oh, I'm sorry, but as I told you on the phone, we have a new baby in the house and they take up so much time.
Well, I'm sure your baby's getting more quality time than my grandchild gets from my son and that airhead aerobics instructor he married.
It's such a shame about your son moving to Florida.
That trampy little blonde can talk him into anything. But taking my only grandson, Binky, to Orlando, that really rips it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now tell me, exactly how old is little Binky?
27.
Hi, I'm Stan from the Beaver County Table Company. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a hangover.
I don't have a hangover. I have a sleeping baby.
And a paying client. Can we get on with this?
Oh, certainly, Mrs. Esterhazy. I'll be right with you. I didn't place an order for cable.
Oh, I got the purchase order right here. It's signed by Wesley T. Owens.
What?
Marcia, there are any number of competent attorneys that could change my will. And I'd get mints.
I'm coming, Mrs. Esterhazy. As you can see, this is not a good time.
It's $25 for the house call. If you want me to come back, it's another $25. It's up to you.
All right, look, do what you have to do, but just do it quietly. Okay, thank you.
Listen, you bleach blonde little tramp.
I beg your pardon.
I'm cutting you and my worthless son out of my will unless you leave Binky with me. I'm with my attorney right now.
Hello?
That's her, and she's even more ruthless than she sounds.
Stop that, you'll wake the baby. Oh, Nelson, no, not now.
Will you quiet that child? This is a long-distance call.
But it's my phone.
Hello? Hello? It went dead.
Looks like I cut the phone line.
But I need my phone. I work out of the house.
Not with this client.
Oh, Mrs. Esterhazy, please, can't we reschedule? How about tomorrow?
By that time, Binky could be strapped to a teacup in Disney World.
Does pleasant evening.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How's your day off?
Oh, very nice. I went to the museum, I saw the ballet, and I ate a fine meal I didn't have to cook. How was yours?
Let's just say I had my hands full.
Remind you of the old days?
No, not really. Mr. Belvedere, I love that baby. Everything should be perfect. So why is everything so out of control?
Don't let it get you down. In a mere 18 years, he'll be in college.
You're not helping.
Mrs. Owens, you made a warm and loving home for your family. You got your law degree when many other women would be out playing tennis. At the same time, you raised 3 fine children. Well, 2 anyway.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think I'm doing the right thing trying to adopt Nelson?
I couldn't say. But the right decisions are always the hardest.
You're probably wondering why I called another family meeting.
Are we getting another baby?
Can we make it a girl this time?
No, it's nothing like that. I've invited some people over tomorrow. Bob and Shelley Mills. He's a rabbi, and she's a nurse. They're coming to see Nelson.
Are we having a bris?
No, Kevin. They're coming to take Nelson home.
What? But I thought you wanted another baby.
When I decided to try for Nelson, my maternal instincts were on a rampage that completely overwhelmed my better judgment, especially when it comes to what's best for Nelson.
Well, are you sure, Mom? I mean, maybe we just need to help you more.
Yeah, I could come home from school sooner.
Yeah, I could take some weekend shifts.
And I'm planning on doing a lot more cooking.
You're very sweet, but these things are not the issue. The issue is finding the right family for Nelson.
Well, what's wrong with us?
Nothing. But we're a complete family. The Mills have wanted children for years, and Nelson will be the answer to their prayers.
Do you think Nelson's starting to look just a little bit like me?
Yeah, especially when he sucks his thumb like that. Come in.
Listen, I just wanted to say goodbye to Nelson. And I wanted to give him this.
Your old baseball mitt?
Yeah, well, I was going to give it to Wes, but figured he'd only pawn it.
Come in.
Just in case I don't see Nelson in the morning, I wanted to say goodbye and give him this.
Your blow dryer?
In case he grows up to be an anchor man.
Hey, what's going on?
We're kind of saying goodbye to Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I'm really gonna miss the little dude. Of course, I never had to change him.
Good night, all.
Hey, big guy. Aren't you going to say goodbye to the little guy?
He doesn't react well to me. Besides, I hate goodbyes. Good night. Yes. What I meant before was, I hate public goodbyes. There.
Nelson's departure has left us all a little sad. Mrs. Owens was particularly hard hit, especially after Heather tried to comfort her by promising she'd have grandchildren in a few short years. In all candor, even I was bitten by the baby bug, to an extent that I was reluctant to admit. Ah, well, one must take comfort where one can find it.
Come to Papa.
you were our Petunia pig.
Oh, look at that one of Kevin when he broke his arm.
Oh, Kevin, come here for a minute. Oh, you look so brave in your little cast.
I understand. Okay, could you please have Colonel North call me when he gets back from the cleaners with his uniform? Thanks.
Getting some tips on testifying?
No, it's for my stupid history assignment. I gotta find some stupid person who was at some stupid historical event and get him to talk to my stupid class.
Well, at least you got a good attitude.
I figured I'd get someone to talk about that Iran-Contra thing.
I'm surprised you didn't call the president.
Now, even if I got through, he probably wouldn't remember much. I'm never going to find anybody who ever saw anything.
You know, Wesley, I've been involved in quite a bit of history.
Yeah, I remember. You got the first bag of double stuffed Oreos.
I mean, besides that, I was at the opening of the UN, at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth. And I was at the city zoo the day someone let the rhino loose, and it ran amok downtown Pittsburgh.
Nah, can't be something about me.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Mr. Belvedere.
Dinner in 20 minutes, Mrs. Owens. If you'd like to tell Wee Willie Winky.
Yeah, real cute, Mom.
Oh, I guess the kids do get a little bored looking at these.
Oh, it's a very nice picture of George and Heather in the park.
Oh, well, actually, that's me, right before we got married.
Nice of him to buy you a balloon.
You know what I just realized? We don't have one nice picture of the whole family together. At least not since this one that we took for our Christmas cards, but that was 10 years ago. Wes wasn't even talking yet.
It must have been the best Christmas ever.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. What's the matter?
It's my history assignment. I went over to talk to Grandma Huffnagel. I figure she's 87. She must have seen a lot of history.
That's true. So what did she say?
I don't know. I think it was no more strained peas.
Well, you know, honey, actually, I was kind of an eyewitness to history.
Oh, yeah? Where?
A place called Woodstock.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, it was the summer of '69, and 500,000 young people came together in a spirit of peace and music, and I was there.
Heather said it was just a bunch of crazy people smoking dope and running around naked.
Yeah, well, there was that, too.
Hey, guys.
Hi, honey.
What's going on?
Mom was just telling me about being naked in the woods.
Sorry, I missed it.
Hey, Dad, remember that story you used to tell me about the Korean War?
Huh?
You know, the time you said you almost took it in the shorts?
You mean the 3-day pass in Seoul? Forget that.
No. It was that battle on Hill 711 or something.
Oh, right. It was Hill 142, Wes. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but you were a hero, right? I mean, the Chinese had you pinned down, and your platoon was low on ammo, so you crawled up the hill and blew up the bunker with a grenade you made out of a coconut.
That's right, champ.
Boy, what a great story. Thanks, Dad.
It was nothing, pal.
Come on, Mom. Why can't I get it now?
Because there's nothing wrong with the one you've got.
Mom!
Look, you're not going to get another one till you're old enough to pay for it yourself, and that's final.
What are we talking about? A new car?
A new nose.
My next guess.
Sylvia, I found this article in this magazine. 50 best celebrity noses.
Which one would you pick?
Thank God. Yes? I was called about shooting the family. What a delightful idea.
Mr. Friendly?
Phil's family photos. That's me right there. It's not a very good picture.
What's going on?
Well, I decided that since we don't have a picture of the family, I'd have one done professionally.
Well, that sounds splendid.
If you'd like, I could show you some samples and maybe give you a few ideas.
I remember when I took a picture of Gandhi and his family. He hadn't eaten for 3 weeks, and I made the mistake of saying cheese. Why don't I make some coffee?
Or if you don't want a formal sitting, we could do an outdoor shot or a composite or we could dress you up like cavemen. These people here were crazy about the Flintstones.
Actually, I think just the family on the couch would be nice.
Sure.
Heather! Oh, guys, come here a minute. Mr. Friendly, I'd like you to meet my sons. This is Kevin and Wesley, and my daughter, Heather. So, what's going on?
I'm going to take your picture, little boy.
Are you from the police?
Sweetheart, he's going to take a picture of all of us.
So if you guys want to sit down, I'll get an idea how this is going to look.
Hey, shouldn't someone go get Heather a paper bag?
Here's the coffee.
Oh, thanks. Mr. Belvedere, we are going to take the picture on the couch. We're just trying to figure out where to put everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if we should all sit or stand or what.
Yeah, it does look a little lopsided. Is this everyone?
Oh, no. Mr. Belvedere.
Yes.
Would you please sit here and pretend to be George?
Oh, certainly.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, can I have a cup of coffee?
No, it'll stunt your growth. And I want you moving out as soon as possible.
No, I'm not going to drink it. I just want something to dunk my donut in.
Dunk it in your oatmeal. Yes, Wesley, stop playing with your food.
If Mr. Friendly calls about doing the portrait, tell him that Thursday night will be fine.
Certainly. Oh, by the way, you know, Thursday's my day off. I may be going out.
Oh, well, that's perfect. We won't get in your hair.
Hey, guys. See you later.
Hey, wait a minute, Dad. You're not doing anything Thursday morning, are you?
I don't think so, champ.
That's great, then. You can come talk to my class.
About what? Being a big TV sportscaster?
No, it's my history assignment. You're going to tell everybody about the Korean War and how you took Hill 142.
Yeah, all right. I gotta go.
All right, before we get to our math quiz, I'd like to find out who everyone's bringing for his or her eyewitness to history. Lisa.
I'm bringing in my Aunt Frida, who was at Disneyland on opening day in 1955. She was the very first person to throw up on the teacups.
That sounds very nice, Lisa. Vance.
I'm bringing my father, Vance Sr. In 1984, he engineered the leveraged buyout of Consolidated Products. He put 5,600 people out of work.
Thank you, Vance. Wesley.
Yeah, I'm bringing my father, too, because he was in the Korean War, and he's going to tell all about how he blew up a bunker on Hill 142 and saved his whole platoon. Hey, I met your dad. He couldn't have been in Korea. He's not old enough. What do you mean? He's plenty old. He's almost 50. The Korean War lasted from 1950 to 1953, and that would have made him about 12. Well, it's true. Yeah, well, I bet he lied about his age.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think there's anything wrong with having my picture taken dressed like this?
Not if you're posing for Gestapo girls.
Well, I want to wear this in the family photo, but Mom says I gotta look nice.
Well, I'd like to help you. But this picture business doesn't really concern me.
okay.
A little light reading?
Huh? Oh, I bought this set of encyclopedias for the kids a couple of years ago. I really got to look at them.
Any particular reason you chose the letter K?
Yeah, I'm going on vacation. Thinking of going to Kathmandu. Look, that stuff I told Wes about Korea and me, I may have exaggerated a little.
I take it there is no Hill 142.
Oh, there's a hill. I just didn't get to it till 1961.
Oh, I suppose hostilities had pretty much died down by then.
The thing is, I'd be sitting with Wes watching one of those old John Wayne movies, and he'd turn to me and say, "What did you do in the war, Daddy?" I mean, what was I supposed to say? I peel spuds and pull guard duty?
So you're going to tell him?
I don't know. I figure I can bone up on this stuff. I can bluff my way through. I mean, they're just a bunch of kids.
I'm home.
Hey, Wes, what happened?
Nothing.
I think you got in a fight after school.
A little action on the playground, huh, champ?
Yeah, more than you ever saw in Korea.
Hey, Wes. I brought you some ice.
I'm not thirsty.
No, it's for your eye. Look, I never meant to lie to you. It's just nothing I ever did was ever all that exciting.
So you just made everything up?
Yeah, all that bunker stuff. Gregory Peck did that in Pork Chop Hill.
What about the coconut grenade? Was that Pork Chop Hill, too?
Swiss Family Robinson.
Right. So everything else you've ever told me, is that all a big fat lie, too?
That depends. How much do you remember?
I used to think you were the greatest dad in the world. Now I'm never going to believe another word you say.
Hey, Wes,
And you don't have to worry about coming to my class. I'll just find someone else. So I finally talked to Mr. Friendly about the portrait, and everything's all set for Thursday night.
Sure.
I'm not having my picture taken with this nose.
Your nose is fine.
No, it's not. It's starting to look like his.
Oh, thanks. How's everyone's dinner? George, you haven't touched your pork chops.
Real funny. I'll be upstairs.
I'll be outside. I'll be in my room.
Everybody seems so touchy tonight.
I wouldn't know. I just work here.
Is there any dessert?
Anything good on?
Just some dumb war movie. Dad should watch it. He might get some new ideas.
Wesley, you know, your father feels very badly about what happened.
I'm sure. So anyway, if still okay, I'd like you to come and talk to my class.
Certainly, Wesley. I'd be flattered.
Thanks. Your stories may be boring, but at least they're true.
Sure, Sonia, I'd love to go. Are you kidding? I'm crazy about Latvian folk dancing. Great, tomorrow at 7. I'll be there with bells on. Oh, everybody will?
Kevin, I thought you'd given up on women.
Oh, yeah, but Sonia's from behind the Iron Curtain, so I figure she'll be more grateful. Besides, she is gorgeous.
I hate to burst your Baltic bubble, but I think tomorrow night is the family photo.
Oh, no. Miss Belvedere, you've got to do something to help me.
Fine. I'll take her out. I have no plans.
Something wrong?
No. It's just a little joke.
Hey, are you hurt because Mom didn't ask you to be in the family photo?
That's ridiculous. And when did you get so perceptive, anyway?
Well, look, I'm sure I tell her how you feel.
Don't you be the word of this to anyone.
Else I'll tell your parents about Monique and why the station wagon had to have new shocks. So, do I sleep with Mrs. Owens?
So I hear you're pinch hitting for me at Wes's class.
Yes. He asked me to talk about my time in London during the Blitz.
You're lucky. At least you got bombed on.
I take it you spoke to him.
I tried, but you know how kids get.
Upset.
The thing is, my old man told me a lot of fish stories. I never got mad at him.
Perhaps you're a more convincing liar than he was.
So what am I supposed to do? I mean, I got to get my kids' respect back.
I don't know. Perhaps you should stop telling him about the man you aren't and start acting like the one you are. This is my room.
I waited outside for hours and hours, and finally he came out. And as he passed by, I reached out and touched his robe. He stopped, placed his hand on my head, and let me kiss his ring. I'll never forget that moment as long as I live.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Myers, for telling us all about the time you met James Brown. Wesley, I believe your guest is next.
My eyewitness to history is my housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere. He was in London when the Germans were dropping bombs on it, and he's going to tell what a scary and exciting time it was.
Actually, I don't remember a thing, except it was very loud.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
You're supposed to talk about shooting down planes, putting out fires, stuff like that.
I must have been out of town that weekend.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, I'm going to get an F if you don't say something.
Very well. George.
Hi, guys.
What are you doing here?
I'm going to talk about Korea like you asked me to.
They already know you didn't do nothing.
Didn't do anything.
Thanks.
You might as well go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wes's dad, and I guess you guys already know I wasn't exactly Rambo. In fact, I sort of missed the whole war altogether.
I'm the one who figured it out.
That's great. Where'd you say you lived again? Anyway, like I said, by the time I got to Korea, the war was over. And there wasn't much chance of getting shot or bombed or anything. But it was just as cold there, and I was just as far away from home. It was lonely at night out on the perimeter, especially when you don't have a wife yet and a great kid like Wes here to keep you company in your thoughts. So to make a long story short, I didn't take any hills, and I didn't save any platoons. I got my butt kicked in a couple of poker games. Anyway, I just wanted to set the record straight. I thought I should do it in person. Thanks.
Mom said we're going to be taking a picture pretty soon.
Yeah, okay, champ. Hey, you want to toss the ball around for a minute?
We'll catch heck from Mom if we get dirty.
Yeah, right.
You didn't have to come to school today and say all that stuff.
I know. I hope I didn't embarrass you.
No. Even Vance said it took a lot of guts to show your face. Besides, his father couldn't come because he got indicted.
So it got to me when you said you were never going to believe me again.
Oh, it's okay. I was lying about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And you know, I like the story you told today even better than the one you made up. Especially the part about how great I am. That was good.
I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true.
Listen, I've got a date. Couldn't you take my picture now and stick it in later?
Why I can't wear my other outfit?
I already told you, no leather and no chains.
I don't have to wear the mask.
You're ready.
Oh, okay, everybody on the couch.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'll be toddling off to the cinema.
Hey, you can't go. We're taking a picture. Oh, honey, Mr. Belvedere doesn't want to be in our silly picture. Do you?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been asked.
Well, I would have, but we never know how you're going to react to this kind of thing.
What do you mean?
Well, if I'd asked you, you probably would have said no, but I didn't, so now you're hurt.
Yes. That's what makes me so fascinating.
More like a pain in the butt. I mean, sometimes you act like you want to be part of this family, sticking your nose in everyone's business. But the minute we say, sit down and join us for dinner, you give us that I'm only the housekeeper routine.
Well, it's just that sometimes I crave the warmth and see a wonderful family like this. And then Wesley will do something like that, and I'll think it's time to go.
Sorry.
So which is it? You part of the family or what?
Lucky for you, I have my best suit on. All right, everybody, smiles. Mr. Belvedere, we'll be right back.
Here's why these New England fishermen...
Friday, Mr. Belvedere moves to his new time.
Hey, how come the minute something bad happens, everybody automatically thinks I did it?
And Kevin's girlfriend shows her true colors.
How would you like it if I was the one up there, posing nude?
It wouldn't bother me.
Did I just hear someone volunteer?
Next week at 8:30, 7:30 Central, it's Mr. Belvedere.
Suffice it to say, it's been an eventful week here with the Owens clan. George has Wesley's respect back. Wesley got his grade back, B-, and the family got their pictures back. And if my ears don't deceive me, I believe Kevin's back from his date.
Hello, Kevin.
I don't even want to talk about it. Fashion Design 203. History and Survey of Women's Undergarments. 8 a.m. 8 a.m.?
They must be trying to keep out the riffraff.
Mr. Belvedere, there were a dozen cupcakes in here this morning. What happened?
Lunch.
Oh, I'm totally bummed out.
What's wrong?
I have to kill and dissect a frog for biology. Ugh.
All right! What kind of knife are you going to use? You know how you have Nagel and I take a salamander apart? We like to use an X-Acto 507. It's a precision instrument, so you get a lot less gushy stuff squirting in your face.
It's just there's a happy little frog hopping around. His name is Travis, croaking love songs to his little frog girlfriend. And then he meets me. The next thing he knows, he's spread-eagled in a cake pan, spraying frog guts all over Mr. Sorokin's biology class.
Perhaps it's not the night for split pea soup.
That's it, George. That's the last time I go shopping with you.
Oh, come on, Mark, lighten up.
Did you really think you could sneak through the 10 items or less line with 12 items?
At least I didn't flirt with the meat man to get more giblets.
Hi, guys.
Hi, honey.
Hey.
Oh, how are you coming with your class schedule?
Scuba diving, co-ed volleyball, discussion of current magazines. Kev, you going to college or Club Med?
Take it easy, Dad. I'm still finding myself.
Could have found Jimmy Hoffa by now.
Okay.
Trouble in paradise?
Just don't understand. The search for self embraces many forms.
Frankly, Kevin, if you would embrace a few less forms, your mind might be much clearer for your studies.
My mind might be clearer, but my complexion wouldn't.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Must you do it here?
Uh-huh. It's for school. I have to observe someone at work and write a report about it, so I'm observing you.
Oh. Wouldn't you rather observe a fireman or a policeman?
I would, but I'm wanted by both.
Good point. Well, you haven't written anything yet.
You haven't done anything yet. Mr. Belvedere, could you iron this for me, please? Kick pleats are murder.
Oh, now, really, Heather, I'm not your personal valet. We agreed that you were old enough now to... Ah, very well.
Oh, thanks.
And while you're at it, please be sure to note, I don't do windows.
Stop it.
Hey, Kev, what's up? Listen, I've been thinking about school and I came up with a plan.
Oh, yeah, what?
I'm gonna be a drum major.
You mean the guy that wears the big hat and leads the band at halftime?
No, Dad. I'm gonna major in music so I can be a professional drummer.
But drumming isn't a real profession. It's sort of like a hobby.
How can you say that?
Well, she's heard you play.
It's just that we wanted you to go into something with a future, something secure.
Well, drumming is pretty secure.
Oh, come on, Kevin. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life in a seedy bar playing Night Train for strippers?
How did you know about Night Train?
Aunt Millie at our wedding reception.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you know, there are other kinds of music. What about the Pittsburgh Symphony?
What about the Salvation Army?
Look, will you guys just give me a break?
Hey, mister, don't you use that tone with us. Now, your dad and I are shelling out big bucks for you to go to college, and you're jerking our chains.
God, you're cute when you cuss.
No, I mean it. I would have killed for the opportunity he's just throwing away.
Hey, I'm not throwing anything away, Mom. I just don't know what I want to be.
Well, you better figure it out and be damn quick about it.
That woman's a pistol when she gets mad.
You understand, don't you, Dad?
Ah, sure I understand. I mean, when I was your age, I wanted to be a professional ball player.
What happened?
Nobody wanted me. Between you and me, I think it was a racial thing.
Why do I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes?
Do you realize it took you 5 minutes to dust the mantle and the knickknacks are still dirty?
My, quite the little slave driver, aren't we? Here, drive this.
I got bored just watching you, so I figured out a way for you to do your job better and faster.
All right, since it's for school.
I broke your day down into hours and minutes and figured out how you can make the most of your time.
All right, let's see.
5:30 a.m. to 5:35 a.m., set table and make breakfast. 5:35 a.m. to 5:36 a.m., eat breakfast. Wesley, this is a 20-hour work schedule. You've only left me 4 hours a night for sleep.
What's wrong with that?
I am a housekeeper, not robo-maid.
Hey, where are you going?
Upstairs for a nap. My gears are beginning to grind.
Got any goosey-loosies?
Fish.
Mom, Dad, I have to tell you something.
What, honey?
Well, I've made a decision. I don't care what you say, I don't care what the teacher says, and I don't care what the principal says. I'm not going to kill Travis and rip his guts out.
You're not?
No, and you can't make me.
Who the hell is Travis?
Bye, guys.
Hey, Kev. Where are you going all dressed up?
I thought you had to work at Mr. Cluck's tonight.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I did. Tonight's my last night, and the guys are throwing me a goodbye party.
You quit Mr. Cluck's?
I sure did.
But I thought you loved that job.
Yeah, aren't you the one that called deep fat frying a spiritual adventure?
That was before.
Before what?
Mom, Dad, I thought long and hard about what you said, and I did a little research. Medicine is the field of the future. So I quit my job at Mr. Cluck's and got a job at College Hospital as an orderly.
You did?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's at the bottom of the ladder, but at least I'll be working in my future field.
Kevin, are you going to be a doctor?
No. I'm going to be a nurse.
He's home.
All right. All right. Now, don't say anything about nursing. You let him bring it up.
Yeah, right. Hey, Kev.
Hey.
So how was the party?
Oh, great. As a going-away gift, they gave me a Mr. Cluck's watch. See, the little beak goes around.
Very elegant.
So, Kev, you rushed out of here so quickly, we really didn't get a chance to talk.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. Sports, movies, you being a nurse.
Yeah, isn't it great? I mean, people always need medical help, and I'll be able to find a job anywhere in the world.
Yeah, well, there's crime all over the world. You could be a cop.
Dad.
Or a fireman. They help people, and they even get to take their dogs to work.
What's wrong with being a nurse?
Oh, nothing really, honey. It's just that we've never heard you talk like this before.
Well, that's because you've never made me figure out my future before. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
When did Diana Ross start dressing like a boy?
That's Michael Jackson. What are you reading on the job?
You know, Wesley, this project of yours is getting most tiresome. When is it going to be over?
When you reach peak efficiency?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, here, Les.
Hi, Heather. What have you got there?
Frog legs.
So you went through with the dissection?
Nope, I bought them at a French restaurant.
I don't understand.
Well, I figured I could take them to class, tell Mr. Sorokin that I dissected Travis at home, and somehow the rest of them just dragged away.
Very creative. But how are you going to explain the breading?
Skin condition?
Nice try, but I don't think your teacher will buy it.
Have a snack.
So the pig says to the brain surgeon, I won him in a raffle.
Well, Mr. Owens, entertaining the troops.
No, Nurse Hawkins.
Mr. Owens, I realize you're here to learn about nursing, but you can't absorb it through personal contact.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, why hasn't the East Wing floor been mopped?
It has.
Well, Mr. Donchi in 312 didn't quite make it down the hall and unmopped it. Do it again.
Okay.
Has the cafeteria trash been emptied?
That was next on my list.
Or the linen cart taken to the basement?
Right.
Mr. Owens, the needs of a hospital don't slow down for the needs of your hormones. Now get cracking or get another job.
Sitting down on the job again, Mr. Belvedere?
Another stunt like this, and I'll sit on you.
Okay. I was just trying to help you be more efficient.
I don't need your help, and from now on, the whole project is cancelled, school or not.
Gee, sorry, Mr. Belvedere. I didn't mean to be so rough on you. Just thought I could prove that you can teach an old dog new tricks.
A moment. Who are you calling an old dog?
I didn't mean old exactly.
Well, then what did you mean? Tired? Antiquated? Over the hill?
Isn't that good?
Where's that work schedule you made?
You tore it up.
Yeah, well, make out another, and this time don't spare the housekeeper. Well, go on. You're wasting valuable work time. Old dog, indeed.
Oh, and there you are.
Miss Hawkins, here I am.
I've been looking for you. A delivery of fresh linens is here. I want you to
unpack them and put them away. I did, a half hour ago.
Good. Then you're free to go to the west corridor.
Mop it down and re-wax it. Done.
Oh. Well, there's still 30 minutes before the end of your shift. You could go to the third floor waiting room.
Change the bottle in the water cooler. I did that during my lunch.
Ah, I see. Very well. Carry on.
I'd love to. But I don't have time.
George, what are you doing?
I'm watching a rerun of Marcus Welby. Every time he talks to his nurse, Consuela, I see Kevin's head on top of her body. It ain't pretty.
Why don't we talk about this tomorrow? You need to sleep.
I just can't get used to the idea of my son being a nurse. Hey, big guy, what are you still doing up?
Oh, just keeping to my appointed rounds. I don't want to get behind.
Well, it's midnight. Can't you do some of that stuff tomorrow?
Oh, certainly not. There's more than enough time to watch the windows and change the beds.
But the kids are in them.
I don't make the schedule. I just work here.
Hi, guys.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hey, Kev. Still burning the midnight oil, huh?
Yeah, you're not kidding. Well, I'm just gonna grab a glass of milk and hit the books.
You've been working a lot of extra hours lately, haven't you?
Yeah, but I better get used to it.
Hey, don't you think it's time you call this off?
What?
Hey, look, Kev, we all know you're not going to be a nurse.
Yes, I am. I don't know why it's so hard for you to understand.
It's just that, well, we can't help but think that you're settling.
What do you mean?
Well, she means we think you can be anything in the world you want to be.
No, I can't.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
Why do you say that?
Because it's the truth. I mean, all my life you've been feeding me that line, and all my life I've been wondering what was wrong with me because I couldn't do everything perfectly.
You do lots of things perfectly.
Oh, yeah? Like what? Look, I'm an average guy. I get average grades. Well, nursing is something that's better than average. It's honest and it's decent, and whether you like it or not, that's what I'm going to do.
I think we handled that well.
Almost finished, Owen.
Oh, yeah. Just finished putting away the last of the syringes.
Oh, really? Where'd you stick them? Oh, look, I know I've been pretty rough on you these last 2 weeks, but it's only because I wanted to know if you were serious about nursing. And I think you are. In fact, you'll make a damn fine nurse.
Well, thank you, Nurse Hawkins.
It's Letitia. I'm in the book.
Nurse Owens, I presume?
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere. What are you doing here?
My gout. I'm afraid trying to keep up with Wesley has brought on an attack.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, here, sit down.
Ah.
Hey, you know, if you elevate that foot, it'll relieve some of the pressure.
Thank you. Kevin.
Yeah.
You know, your parents are pretty upset about your choice of vocation.
Yeah, I know, but they'll just have to get over it.
You're not just doing it to get even with them, are you?
If I wanted to get even, I'd be a tennis bum.
I see your point.
listen, I better get back to work.
Oh, go right ahead. I'll just sit here a while. Any place without Wesley is extremely restful.
Stop it! Oh, man, no, I'm not...
Ayúdeme, por favor, que ya viene el niño. Ay.
What's she saying?
Well, it's just a wild guess, but I believe she's telling us she's about to have a baby.
What? You can't do that. I'm not a doctor. What?
She says,
Wait here. I'll go get a doctor, okay? I'll go and get a doctor.
Get in. She's not sitting bull.
Doctor, the ER stat. Emergency. A woman having a baby.
Kevin, I think we're going to need some help.
Don't worry. A doctor is coming. The baby.
No, not him!
What are you guys doing here? What happened?
Hey, you hit your head when you passed out.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we hear you saw a lady have a baby.
No, I saw a lady about to have a baby. Then I saw linoleum. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I guess Belvedere had pretty much delivered the baby by the time the doctor got there.
Yeah, and the lady was so grateful, she named her son Belvedere.
Well, I better get back to work.
No. You're, pretty serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Then we're with you all the way.
Huh?
Well, it's just we thought about it, and we finally realized that we've been trying to get you to do stuff we wanted you to do.
The thing is, we know how tough it is out there, so if we get a little carried away, it's just because we love you.
Thanks, Mom.
So if you want to be a nurse, it's okay with us.
In fact, we don't even care if you want to become an Avon lady.
Or a fuller brush man. You know what I mean.
Splendid. Now that we've got Kevin's future settled, could we all get some sleep?
Oh, Miss Belvedere, how you doing?
Not half as well as I'll be doing after visiting hours are over.
Okay. We don't have to have a hospital fall on us. Come on, Marsh, let's get the car.
Night, Dad.
Mr. Belvedere, would it be okay if the kids said goodbye before we left?
No. Absolutely. Delighted to see you. Come over here.
How you feeling, Mr. Belvedere?
Well, dear, frankly, I felt better.
Here, I brought you a present from the vending machine.
A Zagnut. How nice. Well, how did everything go in biology class?
I got an F.
What happened?
I tried to set Travis free, except that he got loose in the classroom and started hopping around. Then Angela saw him and freaked. She tripped over a desk, fell on him, and squashed him.
Did Angela get an F, too?
No, she managed to scrape an F of Travis off of her jacket to get a C.
Oh.
Well, I better get going. You take care of yourself, Mr. Belvedere.
Thank you, dear.
Look, I'm sorry you're in here. I guess it's all my fault.
Oh, nonsense. It's my fault entirely. I shouldn't have tried to follow that crazy work schedule.
Yeah, that.
I'm sorry I cost you a grade by not finishing your school assignment.
You didn't cost me anything. Actually, I won $5.
Oh, how's that?
See, this wasn't really a homework assignment. It was more of a bet that I made with Howie Huffnagel.
It was.
Howie said that his housekeeper could do more in 24 hours than you could, so I bet him.
I wonder if I could commit murder by pleading insanity.
You can't get out of bed. You're in one of those hospital gowns.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us that better watch our backsides, eh?
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
As of this entry, I'm feeling much better. Actually, my gout attack disappeared 2 days ago. A fact I'm in no rush to reveal. As long as George is paying the bills, I might as well get some well-deserved rest. Kevin continues to work in the hospital to see if he's cut out for medicine. George has begun to accept the idea of his son becoming a nurse. Mrs. Owens has not only accepted it, but has begun to hope that Kevin might one day marry a doctor. I think his chances are excellent. After all, there's nothing more attractive than a competent nurse.
Next Friday, it's fun and games.
I called. 2 pair.
3 of a kind.
Full house, I win. Now you both have to take off your shirts.
But not for everyone.
Hide me. Someone's in a talent show.
Mr. Belvedere.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, a tiny Indiana town with a high school basketball team battling all the odds to get to the state championship. Not the movie, the real thing.
With a new wife came unplanned parenthood and a lot of getting...
Nancy, it's Kevin. You know, ever since our last few moments together, I haven't been able to get you out of my mind. Kevin Owens. Anyway, I was thinking if you weren't doing anything later, we could... Brown hair, medium build, laughing eyes. Oh, you're busy. Sure. Okay, bye-bye. I don't believe this. It's Friday night and I can't get a date.
Oh, don't give up. You only got as far as the ends.
This is my second time through.
Mom, I'm all better, really.
I said no. George, we better get going. Look, you're just getting over mono. I don't want you going off to some concert and getting sick all over again.
But the doctor said I wasn't contagious anymore, and my temperature is practically normal. Mr. Belvedere, feel my forehead.
Oh, it's hot.
No, it isn't.
Oh, then it's cold. I get so confused trying to keep up with their little stories.
You said we could do it as soon as it warmed up a little.
Sorry, pal, but you know, we've been planning this trip for a long time.
I still can't believe you'd rather spend the whole weekend in some crummy hotel room with Mom than camping out in the backyard with me.
You're right, champ, but your mom's making me go.
I don't understand it. Last time we went to New York, Dad swore he'd never set foot there again.
He had to. It was the only way the police would release you.
Leaving now.
Don't forget your tickets.
All right, you guys, I want you to behave yourselves and listen to Mr. Belvedere. And if you need anything, I left the number of the hotel on the refrigerator.
Yes, Mother.
All your mom's saying is if you're going to do something wrong, don't get caught, because we don't want to have to come back early.
Right, Dad.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. Hi, Angela.
See ya.
Hi, Ange. You ready to go? I can't. I'm still sick. Fudge. Well, you can still go. By myself? Gee, I don't know. Do you think I should go, Mr. Butterfinger?
I'd appreciate it.
Hey, maybe Kevin will go with you.
Huh? Go where?
To the concert.
Gee, I don't know.
Oh, it's Huey Lewis. And we wouldn't have to talk or anything.
Sure, why not?
So, what are you doing this weekend?
Spending it indoors.
That's okay, Mr. Belvedere. You don't have to go camping with me if you don't want to.
Fine.
Probably couldn't take it anyway.
Your feeble attempt at reverse psychology is rather transparent.
Okay.
Although I'll have you know that I once spent 3 weeks on the Kalahari with only a divining rod and a slingshot.
Yeah, sure. Last time you were stuck in the Yukon and all you had was a bag of blubber.
All right, Wesley, get your gear together.
You mean we're going?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll try not to make it too tough on you.
I wouldn't worry about me.
It's open.
Hi, it's just me.
Oh, hey, Angela. Heather's upstairs.
I had a real fun time at the concert last night.
Yeah, me too.
And thanks again for driving me home.
Oh, sure.
Most guys don't come to complete stop the way you did. Usually I have to jump. Well, I guess I'll go see Heather now.
Okay, see you later.
Don't forget to scratch out the serial numbers.
I didn't steal this stuff. It's from a camp out. See, you got a heater, a barbecue, and video games in case there's nothing on TV.
What, no VCR?
Oh, right.
Hold it! You won't be needing the VCR because you're not taking the television either.
Huh?
No, the only things a true camper needs are a mess kit, a canteen for water, a knife for cutting, and this rope.
What's the rope for?
In case you give me any trouble.
It's just not fair. I mean, I bought these suspenders before anyone else was wearing them. And then while I was sick, everybody started to. And now that I'm better, nobody is. Angela.
Huh?
Something wrong?
Oh, no. I was just thinking about somebody. This guy.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Somebody.
Well, what's this somebody like?
He's wonderful. I mean, he's cute and he's real smart. And every time he smiles, I tingle.
So who is he?
Your brother.
Wesley?
No. Kevin.
You're kidding.
From the moment our eyes met, I knew he was the person I wanted to spend eternity with.
Oh, brother.
So do you think he likes me?
Well, how should I know?
Well, you gotta find out.
How?
Just say that I happen to mention that he's cute, and that I sort of like him, and that I want to be the mother of his children. And see what he says.
Sure. This better be enough rocks.
Oh, that'll do. Now, arrange them around the pit, and then you can put in the leaves and branches.
Aren't you gonna help?
No, I'm still exhausted from watching you put up the tent.
Hey, how come I have to carry everything and put everything up while you just sit there and order me around?
I have to have some fun, too. Of course, if this is becoming too difficult for you, we can always go back inside.
No, thanks.
Up to you.
I'm done.
Very good.
Now, since I did all the work, I get to light the fire.
Wake me when you get it started.
Hey, Kev.
Hey.
Angela told me she had a real nice time last night.
Oh, yeah? So did I.
So, what do you think of her?
I don't know.
Do you like her?
Sure.
Enough to be the father of her children?
Hey, I didn't touch her.
No. She likes you. A lot.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
And I kind of think she wants to go out with you again.
Well, did you tell her there are plenty of girls my own age I can take out?
You mean lie? Look, I tried to talk her out of it. I told her once you get to know him, he's really a nerd.
Thanks, Heather.
Sure. Got some more wood like you told me.
Oh, we don't need it yet. Put it with the rest. I think dinner is about ready.
Looks like something died in there.
I'm sure it has by now.
What is it?
Oh, just a little recipe of mine called Backwoods Surprise.
What's in it?
A few herbs, some wild roots, and some earthworms for protein. Don't let it get cold, they get rubbery. Well?
Not bad. Boy, those worms were great.
Wonderful. Maybe for dessert, I'll fix you a bowl of tree lice.
You know, I think I figured out why you've been making me work so hard and giving me such a tough time.
Have you?
Because if you do something all by yourself, it makes you a better person, right?
Something like that.
So, what do we do now?
Well, if we were in the Kalahari, we would sit back and enjoy the evening air. But this is Pittsburgh, and it's not quite the same thing.
Me and Dad usually watch TV now.
Yes, well, I'm afraid you'll have to find some other way of amusing yourself.
Oh, hey, Angela.
So what you up to?
The mayonnaise.
I hope you don't mind me spending so much time around here, but Heather's sick and she needs me.
Yeah, by the way, where is Heather?
I don't know. I'm not bothering you, am I?
Yeah.
Not even a little?
Look, I'm gonna go outside now and stir some paint.
Can I watch?
Look, Heather told me how you feel. I mean, how you sort of...
Like you?
Yeah. And I'm really flattered. But you understand, right?
Understand what?
Well, it's just... It's not something that could ever work out.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, look at our ages. I'm 18 and you're...
16.
16, really?
Last month.
Well, another thing, you're my sister's best friend. I've known you since you were 10.
So?
So, I still think of you as this goofy little kid with pigtails and braces.
Got him off.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of other good reasons, too. Yeah, now I'm gonna go outside and think of some.
All right, rise and shine. Everybody up, 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 up. Mm-hmm. Come, Winston. You know, Mr. Roosevelt doesn't like to be kept waiting.
You're talking in your sleep.
Wesley, Wesley, what are you doing at Yalta? It's 1945. You haven't even been born yet. You'll do anything to irritate me. You poisonous little pipsqueak.
Hey!
What? Oh, no. He's nobody important, Prime Minister. Just some sneaky little reptile. Which reminds me, you'd better watch out for Stalin. Morning, Wesley.
Good morning.
I trust you slept well.
Not really.
Not accustomed to the sounds of the wild, hmm?
Yeah, some big fat thing kept yapping all night.
So, what are you in the mood for today?
Revenge. I mean, for that checkers game you won yesterday.
Oh. Well, I thought when we'd finished foraging for breakfast, we'd have a little hike. How's that sound?
How should I know? I'm just a pipsqueak.
Good morning, Kevin.
Oh, hey, Mr. Belvedere. How's the camp out going?
Fine. Wesley seems a bit down this morning, though. Perhaps it's because I left him filleting a skunk.
Morning, Kevin.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
What did you call me?
Huh?
I'm so sorry. It's the first time you ever called me by my right name.
Well, haven't been myself lately. Did you get my poem?
You mean the one taped over the toilet?
I wanted to make sure you got it.
Well, I did.
Well, I'm going to go see Heather now. Till next time.
Something happened while I was in the woods?
I took Angela to that concert, and she got a crush on me.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, come on, I don't know what to do.
Well, just tell her firmly, but nicely, that she's too young and that you're not interested.
I tried that.
And she didn't believe you?
I didn't. I mean, all I do is get dumped on by girls my own age. And now here's somebody who's really nice and who's not so bad to look at. So why not go for it?
Kevin, do you have any real interest in Angela? I mean, she's a very sweet girl. But she's also an empty-headed scatterbrain who'll do anything anyone tells her.
That could come in handy.
Kevin!
I know.
and looking down into the fog-shrouded grave, he saw the hand of old Mr. Sims beckoning to him.
Is that it?
Wasn't it frightening?
Not really.
Yes, I suppose most tales of horror pale in comparison to your normal, everyday thoughts.
I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
Wesley, you've been in a foul mood all day. What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it right now.
No, perhaps you will in the morning.
Or maybe before.
Come on in.
I really can't stay very long.
Oh, hey, that's okay. Have a seat. I'll go get that history paper for you.
I really appreciate it.
You know, I had a real good time tonight.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen Lady and the Tramp since I was a little kid.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a cartoon. Here, I hope it helps.
I thought you got an A on this.
Oh, well, if I told you I got a C, you probably wouldn't have come inside.
Well, that's a pretty picture.
Oh, great.
Where have you been?
Out!
Well, you missed dinner. And I fixed him macaroni and Velveeta. It's his favorite.
Oh, sorry, Terry, this is Angela.
Hi.
She's just a friend of my little sister's.
I want to have Kevin's children. Do you?
Not tonight. Listen, I'm gonna be going. It's probably past her bedtime.
Oh, no, come on, wait a second.
Oh, let her go.
Hey, come on, you don't have to walk. I'll drive you home.
No, that's okay. I'm a big girl. But that probably doesn't interest you.
Ready for the macaroni now?
Look, just leave me alone, okay?
What is it?
Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere, you're so smart. Someone you really gotta look up to. I can't look around him, he's such a big blimp. I hope he goes back to England and chokes on a scone. It's slimy Yorkshire pudding breath.
Oh, Wesley! Wesley, wake up. You're talking in your sleep.
No, I'm not. But you were.
What do you mean?
Last night, you were saying all sorts of rotten things about me.
Really?
You called me a sneaky little reptile.
I do that when I'm awake.
Yeah, but I always thought it was your way of showing how much you like me. But you said it when you didn't even know I was listening, so you must really mean it.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wesley, I was rather upset with you when I went to sleep last night. And I suppose calling you names was my way of letting off steam.
Why would you be upset with me? I did everything you told me to.
I know. When I agreed to come on this campout, I wanted to teach you a lesson. I expected you to fold under the pressure and give up, but you didn't. You rose to the occasion admirably. And this irritated Mr. Belvedere no end.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it again.
If you prefer, I'll refrain from calling you any more names.
No, that's okay. It's kind of fun when two people really like each other.
Right. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Okay. Good night, you big blimp.
Sleep well, you sneaky little reptile.
Bongo butt. That's a new one.
Cheeky little snot.
What?
It's just me.
Oh, swell.
Came to apologize.
Fine, now go away.
I know you must have really liked that girl, huh?
Yeah, sorta.
Well, if you ask me, she really didn't seem like your type.
Angela, anybody's my type when I have the house to myself.
Sorry.
So just stay away from me, okay? You don't know me, you just don't talk to me. And why are you wearing that?
If I wasn't, I'd be naked. Don't you like it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Kevin, what's the matter? You're twitching.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I pulled a muscle in my shoulder, and it acts up every once in a while.
Well, maybe it'll help if I rub it. Feel better?
Yeah, so cut it out.
What's wrong now?
Look, maybe it's not such a good idea for you to be here.
Why?
Angela, you're real sweet, and I like you a lot.
You do?
Yeah, but maybe not in such a nice way. You know what I mean?
No.
What I'm trying to say is, all I'm really interested in right now is what guys my age are always really interested in.
You mean cars?
I mean sex, Angela. I'm talking about sex.
Oh. Boy, and stupid me comes in here in my nightgown with nothing underneath and practically jumps in bed with you. And I probably would have let you do anything you wanted because I like you so much.
Thanks for telling me that, Angela.
So I guess it's all over between us, huh?
Yeah, it's like I said before. It just wouldn't work out. I mean, we're from two different worlds. Mine's Earth.
I understand. Well, anyway, it is nice being wanted by someone, even if it is in a cheap and sleazy way.
Good night, Angela.
Good night, Kevin.
We're back. Hello?
Guess they really missed us.
Oh, hey, guys. How's your trip? Oh, it was wonderful.
Anything new here?
Oh, not much. Angela fell in love with Kevin and made him macaroni and cheese, but Kevin had another girl over, and Angela freaked out. So she went up to his bedroom in her nightie and got Kevin real turned on. So everything's okay now, I think.
Did we get any mail?
Angela, having recovered from her infatuation with Kevin, seems to be back to her old self. This morning, she even called me Mr. Belly Dancer. As for Kevin, I think he demonstrated remarkable tact and self-restraint. And I intend to tell him that as soon as he gets out of the shower. At any rate, Wesley has tired of the rugged life and retreated inside. As for me, I prefer the tranquility of the great outdoors. That's better.
Hey, guess who's breezing into town for a visit this week?
Victimone?
Oh, Wendy. She's coming in from Stanford for semester break.
That's nice. Were you expecting some money?
No, my homework. I sent her my chem assignment a week ago, and she still hasn't mailed it back yet.
Wendy's still doing your homework?
Yeah, sometimes.
Kevin, the girl's in California.
I know. The postage is killing me.
Polly, want a cracker? Polly, want a cracker? Come on.
I don't know what his problem is.
Still no luck?
The guy who sold me this turkey told me he'd be yakking away in no time. But so far, Zippo.
Yeah, and I've been talking to him for hours, every night for the past 2 weeks.
Wesley, we are supposed to cherish our pets, not to torture them. Look, I'm sure whatever you've been teaching Elvis is rattling around in that little bird brain of his, just waiting for the proper moment to burst out. So be patient.
Okay.
Come on, champ. I'll drive you to school.
Take good care of Elvis, okay, Mr. Belvedere?
Oh, yes, I'll polish his beak along with the silverware. Want a cookie, Elvis? Suit yourself.
Hello, Chubby. Hello, Chubby. Hiya, fatso.
Much better.
Hey, he's talking. That's great.
Yes, wonderful.
Has he said anything else?
Hello, Chubby. Hello, Chubby.
It's just the guy at the pet shop said the easiest things for them to learn are simple melodic sounding phrases. And if you think about it, Hello Chubby sounds almost kind of pretty.
Yes, sort of like Strangle Wesley.
I get it.
Hi, I just flew in from California. Can I use your bathroom?
So how you doing? What's going on at Stanford?
Oh, you know, the usual. I get up, I go to class, I got engaged.
What?
I said I'm engaged. Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah. Who is he?
Well, his name is Alan, and he's a graduate student, and we're getting married this Saturday because we're crazy about each other, and he says he can't wait a moment longer.
Wendy, that's great.
I hope we're not disturbing anything.
Oh, no. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Wesley.
Hey, want to see my bird?
Pardon me?
Mine a bird.
Everybody, guess what? Wendy's getting married.
Does that mean you don't have the hots for my brother anymore?
Wes.
Come along, Wesley. It's time to go and clean out your cage.
Anyway, I better get back over to my parents. I told them the news this morning. They must have stopped dancing by now.
Right.
Oh, and listen, Alan's flying in from San Francisco tomorrow. Why don't we all have dinner together? I really want you to meet him.
Sounds terrific. Is it okay if I bring a date?
Sure. Why wouldn't it be? See ya.
Owen's residence.
Hello, Chubby. Hello, Chubby.
Hey, Belvedere. Who was that on the phone? An obscene bird call?
Very amusing.
Ah, come on, big guy. It was just a joke.
Aren't you going to take him with you?
No, he told me he likes it here. Besides, I think it's time to feed him.
To whom? Believe you me, this is nobody you know. Nothing?
Yeah, sure.
Regardless, where are you off to with that?
I was gonna spend the night at Miles, but maybe I should just stay here and keep an eye on you.
Goodbye, Wesley.
Hi, everybody. Sorry we're late. Kevin, this is Alan.
Hi, I've heard a lot about you.
Like what?
Nothing really. It's just something people say.
Oh.
Anyway, Wendy, Alan, this is Fawn.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Fawn.
So, why don't we just sit down, huh? So, Alan, Wendy tells me you guys met at Stanford.
Oh, yeah. I was in the lab fooling around with a bunch of maggots and looked up and there she was.
Alan's about to get his master's degree in entomology. That's the study of insects.
I know that. I played a locust once in my Bible school pageant. We swarmed all over cardboard Egypt.
That sounds like pretty interesting work, Alan.
Oh, it is. In fact, I'm standing on the brink of a major breakthrough in the area of cockroach control.
Alan, we're about to eat.
See, I've developed a non-toxic chemical compound. It doesn't actually kill the roaches, but it leaves them sterile so that they can't have any cockroach babies.
Gee, Alan, that sounds great.
Oh, but they can still adopt, right?
Come on in, guys.
It's a shame Fawn had to leave early for baton practice.
Yeah, well, she says things are getting pretty hectic with the Slag Festival coming up.
Hey, look who's here.
Oh, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. This is Alan.
I take it he's the lucky guy?
I think so.
So, what are your plans for after the wedding? Oh, nothing much. Just go back to Stanford, finish school.
Oh, unless somebody gets a little bug in their oven.
It's fun, Alan. And besides, I've already promised myself no kids until I get my degree.
No, I didn't promise.
Then maybe I better start feeding you some of the same stuff you've been giving those roaches.
Listen, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Does anybody want anything?
I'll take a diet, whatever.
Here, Elvis. Here, Elvis.
Miss Belvedere.
Hi, Kevin. He's sleeping. How was dinner? How was Wendy's fiancé?
He's okay, I guess. It's just, Wendy's real smart. She's real special. And personally, I think she could do a lot better.
Kevin? Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wendy.
This is Alan.
How do you do, Alan?
How are you, sir?
Kevin, Alan and I have discussed it, and he has something very important he wants to ask you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the thing is, I don't have any friends here. Or anywhere, really. I thought maybe if you weren't busy or anything Saturday night, you might want to be my best man.
Sure, I'd be honored. Really.
Well, great. Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi,
Hey, kitten.
Is that the cake for Wendy's party?
Oh, yeah, I got it at this dietetic bakery. The lady told me there's only 50 calories in the whole thing.
That's great. So what flavor did you get?
Oh, tomato.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Oh, we're just getting everything ready for Wendy's shower.
Oh.
So did you make any plans yet for Alan?
What do you mean?
Well, the best man usually throws a bachelor blast for the groom, Kev. It's tradition.
Oh, right. Maybe we can all smoke cigars and watch The Fly or something.
Hey, Dad, my bird won't talk to me, and I've tried everything.
Oh, yeah? Maybe the cat's got his tongue. He's probably not in the mood right now, champ. I bet he'll be back talking a blue streak by morning.
You think so?
I can almost hear him now. Hello, Chubby. Hello, Chubby. Say something, you mangy magpie. Hello, Chubby. Hey, Chubby. Hiya, Chubby. That's it.
Oh, George. What's going on, big guy?
Well, it's just that I was up reading Dr. Dolittle, and suddenly I had an urge to talk to the animals.
At 2 in the morning?
Elvis flew away. It was all my fault. So I went back to the shop and bought another bird. Apparently one with brain damage. There, I've said it. Satisfied?
Sure, I am. I just don't know about Wes.
All right. This will come in handy. Alan, where have you been?
Thanks, Deb. Oh, here, Wendy, open up mine. Okay. They're one size fits all.
Oh, what, gerbils?
Did I miss anything good?
Just this.
Oh, I have one just like that for George.
I hope the guys are getting along okay downstairs. They've been awfully quiet.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they're having just as much fun as we are.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you guys going through all this trouble for me. Sure, Al. I mean, I've only been to one other bachelor party in my entire life, and nothing compared to this.
Everybody, it's showtime. Ready, fun?
Ready! Hi,
Get the raid.
My name is Linda Lou Ladybug, and I came all the way from Bugsville to recite my insect. A, B, C. Just for you. Hit it. A stands for Aphodium dung beetles. Members of this group have their hind legs closer to the tip of their abdomen than their middle legs. And their hind tibia bear two apical spurs. Epidides are most commonly found in cow dung.
I know that's where I'd rather be.
B, the burrowing webworm.
Hey, Kevy.
Oh, hey, Win.
Somebody told me they saw Fawn downstairs. What's she up to?
The M's.
Oh.
So, tomorrow's a big day, huh?
Yep, sure is.
Excited?
A little.
Scared?
A lot. Remember the last time we were out here together like this? You and me and you and I, all of us.
Yeah, sure.
I was mad about something, and you came out to beg forgiveness like you usually do after you've been stupid and insensitive. And then you took me in your arms and kissed me. And we walked deep into the woods and made love on a bed of damp leaves. Remember that?
No.
You wanna? I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I trust you'll have the decency not to mention this to the other servants. Excuse me.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Why, Kevin, don't you look festive?
It's the only thing they had in Alan's size, and Wendy told me we had to match.
Yes, well, we can't have the best man showing up the bridegroom now, can we?
I think I already have.
Oh?
Wendy's still in love with me. I mean, she's only marrying Alan to try and prove she isn't.
Did she tell you that?
Well, no, but believe me, I can tell by the way she's acting. I don't know. If you were me, what would you do?
I think I'd mind my own business. Well, I wouldn't, but I think you should.
got to seat up close. Not too close, they're probably sloppy kissers.
Hey, Kev, guess what? Tuxedo Place had a last-minute cancellation. Pretty snazzy, huh? Ooh. That's nice, too.
Thanks.
Guess this is it.
Kevin, Alan.
Oh, don't they make a beautiful couple?
Yeah. I don't know where they're spending their honeymoon, but I wouldn't put them on the second floor.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of these witnesses for the purpose of uniting in matrimony Alan Paul Schnabel and Wendy Gunzelman. The contract of marriage is most solemn and is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously. Do you understand, Alan?
Yes, I do.
Wendy, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
And Alan, do you promise to love, comfort, and honor her in prosperity and adversity, and forsaking all others as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Wendy, do you promise to love, comfort, and honor Alan in prosperity and adversity, and forsaking all others as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I don't?
Now you know why I left the motor running.
Look, Wendy, I know you still haven't gotten over me, and I can understand that. But it's still no reason for you to throw your life away and marry some guy you don't even love.
What are you talking about? Of course I love him.
Huh? What about last night?
I was drunk. What about it?
Oh, come on, you weren't that drunk.
No? Then how come your jacket is making me nauseous?
Look, the thing is, I tell you, we're never going to be anything more than friends, and bingo, you run off to Stanford and marry the first guy you meet.
What do you mean? Alan wasn't the first. He was the seventh.
Seventh?
You told me I was the fourth.
Okay, maybe I was hurting a little when I left for California, and why the hell shouldn't I be? I've only worshipped you since the 5th grade. But that's all over now. I love Alan.
Oh. Then I guess you can, go ahead.
Gee, thanks. Alan, do you take this woman, Wendy, to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Hey, Slugger.
Oh, hi.
You haven't seen my shoes, have you? You know, glass slippers about 3 sizes too small? So, I didn't see much of you at the reception.
No, I was hiding.
Probably wasn't easy in that outfit.
Look, I'm sorry what I did up there.
It's okay. Some people cry at weddings. You went berserk.
I don't know, it's just... I'd kind of gotten used to you being in love with me. Gave me a secure feeling. Sort of like knowing you have a spare tire. That wasn't the best example, was it?
Not really.
And I guess I realized something else, too. I sort of love you, too.
Wendy? Everything's packed.
Okay, just a second. Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah.
A love tub in the Poconos awaits.
You and Alan have a great life, okay?
Thanks, we will. Well.
Wow.
See ya.
Yeah. You take care.
So don't just stand there. Are you going to kiss the bride or what?
Okay, you think? Where's Elvis?
Rock and roll heaven?
I went to the pet store to see about trading for another minor bird, and he said he sold the last one 3 days ago to a stuck-up English guy.
Wesley, I'm sure I'm not the only stuck-up English guy in Pittsburgh.
Yes, you are. I checked. So you'd better tell me, what'd you do with my bird?
Nothing, and besides, you can't prove it anyway.
Hello, Chubby. 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 Wow, stereo.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin just received a postcard from the Poconos. Wendy and Alan are thoroughly enjoying their honeymoon, even though the hotel discontinued the all-you-can-eat buffet the day after they arrived. Wendy claims it's just a coincidence. As for Heckle and Jekyll, they're still bombarding me with their avian insults. Wesley says if I took more of an interest in them, we'd get along much better. For once, I think Wesley may be right. Chapter 1, Choosing Your Victim.
I'm Britt Hume. Later on Nightline, she's a Navy officer who could go to prison for 2 years for fraternizing with a Marine enlisted man even though they're married. They'll both join us live tonight.
Lonnie and